And we welcome you to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Bartsdale Court with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. And Eric, we're rounding third and headed for home on this 2024 New River CTC Invitational. This is game 25. There'll be 28. So we got this one and then two more. And we've got a boys 4A game between Cabell Midland, 3-4, and Greenbrier East, 3-5.
Yeah, and this should be an interesting one. This are two teams with not a lot of size, just, with the eyeball test. So I think both of these teams match up well, and we look for them to get after it.
They do match up well, and one of the storylines, and a good news for Greenbrier East, they will get their leading scorer back today, Gabe Patton. He'd missed the last couple of games due to injury, but he's averaging 17 a game. He'll be back in the lineup. And also on the flip side, Cabell Midland, Ethan Blackburn, he's their leading scorer. He also averages 17 a game. So both of these teams are under 500. As I mentioned, Cabell Midland 1 game under 500. Greenbrier East 2 games under 500. But both teams, their leading scorer average 17 a game.
Yeah, and it's always anytime you get your leading scorer back, not only does that bring confidence to the team, to the coaching staff, but to the team as well, because a lot of guys are role players, and without the leading scorer, they're usually put in situations where they have to try to put the ball up.
Yeah, both teams have just left the floor. They went back to their respective locker rooms. We'll take the first break, come back and get you ready for the tip. We're about 5 or 6 minutes away from getting the ball game started between Cabell Midland and Greenbrier East. And we'll be back right after this on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
West Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
The heavy hitter, Nick Eskins, producing and directing as he has done all week long and done a fabulous job, and especially today because he has had the brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander, sitting beside him to make sure that he keeps up his standard of producing and directing. Also Andrew Boland and Jackie Moon on camera. With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. And Eric, we think we're going to have a pretty good game. It's 3-4 Cabell Midland. And 3-4 Cabell Midland against 3-5 in Greenbrier East.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is going to be a good matchup, and I'm anxious to see, which team applies the pressure to the other because, like you said, both of them were really searching. Although Cabell Midland is coming off what I think is a quality win. Anytime you beat Wyoming East, regardless of class, away from, the friendly confines of where Cabell Midland plays, that's a big win.
Yeah, Cabell Midland from Ona, West Virginia. And it is Barbersville,
Milton,
the Milton Greyhounds and Barbersville consolidated. That was back in the 90s. They've been around, I'm guessing, about 26, 27 years now. It's like maybe maybe 97, 97, I believe it was. But anyway, I wasn't here yesterday, but I did watch a little bit of the Cabell Midland Wyoming East game. Cabell Midland won that by double digits. And then when Greenbrier East played Pikeview on Thursday, I had that game, and course, Greenbrier East won that big 67-43.
Yeah, and you know, Greenbrier East is what we had a chance to do them back, I think, the first weekend in December in scrimmages that they had at Shady Spring. And we thought, you know, not a lot of size, but you can overcome size with, you know, a lot of hustle and good defense, and that's what they bring to the table.
All right, we're going to take one more break and come back and get you ready for the opening tip. We'll be right back after this on Video Productions.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
Are you ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. It'll be Cabell Midland, the visiting team on the scoreboard, 3-4. And first-year head coach for Cabell Midland is Corey Awomer. And the Knights are ready to be introduced. And we'll get that up on the screen as they are being introduced. Right now, there's their leading scorer, Ethan Blackburn. As I mentioned, Eric, he leads them at 17 a game. You can see it's Blackburn, Phillips, Jones, Gibson, and Ray, the starting five. And Ray is the second leading scorer at 12 a game for the Cabell Midland Knights.
So two double-figure scores, you know, that's something to work with anytime you can get. But usually 3 double-figure scores, you know, as you go up the levels, and what they're 4A, and that makes them, you know, against the 8-ball, something against most programs, because, you know, most programs usually have, and someone told me usually 3, 2A, you know, down to A, you should have a double, you know, represent your class by that many double-figure scores.
Right, and now Greenbrier East wearing the white uniforms trimmed in green and gold. There will be Hamrick, DeHaven, Dixon, and like I said, getting Gabe Patton back in the lineup, a real big plus for the Spartans. He's their leading scorer at 17 a game, and then Lambert rounding out the starting five. So we're moments away as getting this game started. Jared Patton is the head coach at Greenbrier East. And you know, Eric, many times if you and I have called games, whether it be football, basketball, or been to games, what a beautiful campus that Cabell Midland has down there in Ona, West Virginia.
Yeah, Cabell Midland. I had a chance to go view a track meet there. And just a beautiful complex with the baseball field, you know, the softball field, the track, and of course the tracks with the football complex. But yeah, top-notch facility.
So we're ready to get this one underway. It'll be Hamrick in the center circle. Brody Hamrick to jump for Greenbrier East, and he will jump against Aiden Ray for Cabell Midland. We've got a veteran crew, Don Burton. We got Jay Rutledge and Scott Cantley, the official, and Scott Cantley is ready to get the ball in the air. We think we're going to be in for a good one. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. Ball is in the air, and the tip is controlled by Cabell Midland. So the Knights will get first crack at it. Greenbrier East going to come out and play man-to-man. There's a nice drive to the basket and a nice finish. Beautiful play that time by Ray. And, Eric, you can see why he's a double-digit scorer.
Yeah, nice left-handed finish. I don't know if he's left-handed. If not, he went to his offhand. Good finish.
Cabell Midland looks like maybe they're going to zone here. Here's DeHaven. Nice pass inside, but it gets poked away, and East turns it over on their first possession. Back the other way comes Cabell Midland. There's a little lean-in shot from the right side. That shot doesn't go. That was put up by Nathan Jones. And back the other way, here's Greenbrier East with it.
Yeah, in this zone, a little bit of a matchup, it looks like. Matchup zone. And Greenbrier East is going to have to adjust to this.
Here's Dixon dialing it up for three. That doesn't go. The rebound is Greenbrier East. They put it up. That short shot won't go. They battle for the loose ball. And after that short miss by Lambert, coming out of there with it is Cabell Midland.
Ooh. Looks like Cabell Midland Greenbrier East may have got away with the reach right there, but Maris, I love how, as they slip the back door right there.
Yeah. Gibson.
But I love how the refs are calling it. No harm, no foul. If it's not really affecting the game, just let it go.
Well, like I said, we got three of the best right here. Like I said, Jay Rutledge, Scott Cantley, and Don Burton. They do a great job. And, Eric, I think it's something, and I haven't really had a chance to talk to the officials as there's another turnover and a foul. But I haven't had a chance to talk to the officials if that is more of an emphasis of letting them play through contact. But it seems like all the games that you and I have already done, and Eric, after the next game, I will already have done 30 basketball games. And it seems like that more so this year than I can remember the last couple of years, that they're letting it be more physical and letting players got to play through contact.
And I think that's the way it should be. Is Reed McGraw picked up the foul for Greenbrier East.
So here's Cabell Midland with it. Here's a three from the right side. It doesn't go. And skying high for the rebound is Hamrick for Greenbrier East. Here's outlet pass, and going in for the shot is no good by Lambert. And back the other way we go with Cabell Midland.
Yeah, Greenbrier East is starting a little cold from the floor right here. But the good thing is they have not, dug themselves too big of a hole.
There's a drive into the lane, tacks the basket. The shot won't go. That shot was put up by Nathan Jones, and back the other way. Here's Greenbrier East. Nice move, nice take to the basket, and it's good. That's a nice play by Hamrick. Very kind of a silky play as he gets to the rim to lay it up and in.
Yeah, nice and smooth finish right there by Brady Hamrick.
Yeah, Hamrick. Hamrick is 6'3", just a sophomore.
Yeah, long, big upside for him.
And that's one thing when you look at this Greenbrier East team, they only have two seniors. That's Gabe Patton and Peyton DeHaven are the only two seniors on the Spartan squad.
Yeah, so you got a young team, and you know what, that leading up to tournament time and sectionals, that can be a plus because they're growing as a team.
Cabell Midland was able to get their own rebound after a miss. There's a short shot left of the lane, and it's good. And that's a good-looking shot there by Ethan Blackburn, the team's leading scorer. You got to be able to make shots like that if you're going to be the leading scorer of your team.
Yeah, and it was good. He squared up, shot a nice mid-range jumper.
DeHaven with a little floater, and he'll draw the foul.
Yeah,
nice little fake to go around the defender.
Nice fake.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the first team foul on Cabell Midland on the shot.
Yep, free throws. So it'll be DeHaven at the line to shoot two.
Jacob Jeffrey was whistled for the foul. And Peyton DeHaven to shoot two.
As I mentioned, DeHaven is one of the two seniors on this Greenbrier East team. First free throw on its way is good. And Gabe Patton is the other senior. So they've got a lot of underclassmen getting a lot of experience and a lot of quality minutes for the Spartans this year.
Yeah, and that can only bode well for the future. But, DeHaven makes the second. So 2 of 2 from the line.
Here are the Cabell Midland Knights with it. Greenbrier is playing at man-to-man. Get the ball in the post and try to go inside out.
Yeah, Cabell Midland's being, very deliberate, very patient with this man-to-man defense that Greenbrier is playing.
We're up on the halfway point of quarter number one. Cabell Midland just working around trying to get somebody free. And there's Blackburn with a drive to the basket. Needs a roll and got it. You know, Eric, that time, Cabell Midland very patient, and then
Yes.
Blackburn, that little short pull-up on the baseline.
Yeah, you know, they took what the defense gave them, and what they gave them was a nice little mid-range jumper again for Blackburn.
Nice cut to the basket, nice feed for the layup. That's a beautiful play. Excellent ball work as Lane Lambert able to finish.
Yeah, but great assist, the second assist by Gabe Patton. It wasn't a hockey assist. We could give the first pass an assist, too, as well.
Here's Blackburn from downtown. That doesn't go. And that was Lambert that skied high for that rebound for Greenbrier East. There's a foul on Cabell Midland. That'll be on the drive. Is trying to attack the basket at that time for Greenbrier East was Hamrick. And that's the previous play.
Yes, nice assist to an assist. That was Sam Phillips picks up the foul. No, they called that on Jacob Jeffrey. It'll be his second, team second.
Here's DeHaven on the drive. A little scoop shot goes. Nice little play by Peyton DeHaven.
And we're all tied at 8. Peyton DeHaven, the other senior on the team, has 4 points in the early on here.
Here's Cabell Midland trying to regain the lead. Baseline shot from the right side doesn't go. They battle for the rebound. They're still battling, and it's out of bounds to whom? Over to Greenbrier East. That was a battle right there under the basket, and they both looked like that they were juggling for the ball, and you really couldn't tell who it went off of.
The defender, Cabell Midland came up with the ball, Maris, and as he was throwing it off the Greenbrier East player, his foot was on the line.
So here's Greenbrier East with an opportunity to take their first lead of the game. Now it looks like Cabell Midland won a little trap, and DeHaven able to get through it.
Yeah, he split that one good.
And he got it back and couldn't finish, but a beautiful tip that time by Hamrick.
Brady Hamrick climbs the ladder.
And Greenbrier East have scored 6 in a row to take their first lead of the ball game. Here's Blackburn with it. Pulls up 15-footer. Good.
Nice.
And you can tell why he averages 17 a game, because he sure looked the part on that.
Yeah, nice offensive skill. Went behind his back, set the defender up, and he's hitting the mid-range jumpers.
Looks like they're going to extend the pressure at Cabell Midland. There's a nice pass by DeHaven, but the shot doesn't go. That shot put up by Lambert. And back the other way, Cabell Midland with a chance to regain the lead. And we got an offensive foul.
Yeah, a little push-off extension of that left arm by Nathan Jones, and he picks up the foul, which will be the third of the first period.
Right, be third of the first quarter,
yes.
Correct. So Greenbrier East will have it. The new player has checked into the ball game. That is Reed McGraw for Greenbrier East. Also into the ball game is Penn, and he played really well. Penn did for the Spartans, and that went over Pikeview the other night, the game that Bill and I had.
Yes.
And Penn's got it now. And that's what I like about him. He attacks the basket. Even though he got his shot blocked, and the arrow will keep it with East.
Yeah, they called a jump ball.
But still like the way he attacks the basket.
Yeah, very aggressive, and then, you can that'll help right there too. Draw the defense for a wide open three if he's able to attack and score a couple of those.
So East will have the possession. The arrow in their favor as they'll inbound the ball into their own basket. Here's Penn with it now. Puts it on the deck. Once again, attacks the basket, and he makes it. That's what I like about his game.
Instant offense. The microwave off the bench.
But he goes right to the rim. Back the other way. There's a foul. And getting to the free throw line will be Phillips. Samuel Phillips will shoot a pair for Cabell Midland.
Yeah, this will be on take your pick right here. But they whistle on 5. Reed McGraw, who just got in.
So a couple of free throws here for Phillips.
Excuse me. Nathan Dixon picks that up for.
And the first one is good. Phillips, a sophomore. And gets set to shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity. And he got them both. So it's been a very, very good first quarter, wouldn't you think, Eric? Even back and forth.
Yeah, we said, this was going to be even as
McGraw able to bank it up and in for the Spartans in a 2-point lead.
Awful lot of contact there, but once again, let them play. You have to be strong with the basketball.
Yes, like the playground. If you're weak, don't bring it inside, right?
Don't bring that stuff in here.
Cabell Midland working it around the horn here. Trying to find somebody free, and here is Blackburn on a drive. Wow, what a shot.
Hey, Blackburn said, I'm always free with the ball in my hands.
Boy, I'm telling you, that was a good-looking play.
8 points in the quarter.
Penn dials it up from distance, in and out, no good. He had a good look.
A good look.
Back the other way is Cabell Midland. And
Tough.
That's maybe an ill-advised pass. It's going to stay with the Knights, but something that you probably shouldn't do.
Not on any level can you make that cross-court pass. That's just very seldom does it get through.
Well, you're right, Eric, especially the quality of athletes, like you said, at any level, where you're talking, even in middle school, high school, to the college ranks, and to the NBA, very seldom would that get through. Here's Phillips dialing it up from distance. Doesn't go. And Hamrick skies ahead of to get the rebound, and they make a pass, and it's stripped.
And what a strip. And a layup maybe on the other end for Blackburn to get 10 points in the quarter.
I was going to say Blackburn's having a big quarter. 10 of the team's 16. Last shot time for the Spartans. There's a drive by McGraw. He loses it going up, and it will stay with Greenbrier East with 1.4 to shoot remaining here in the opening quarter.
As we look here on the outlet to Blackburn, Ethan Blackburn with the easy layup on the Little General instant replay.
So here's the inbound for the Spartans. 1.4 left in the first quarter. And it's intercepted. Will they get the shot off in time? They will not. And at the end of one, your score is Cabell Midland 16, Greenbrier East 14. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this on Video Productions.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family. And we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
2-point Cabell Midland lead as we go to the second quarter, and the Cabell Midland Knights will have the first possession of quarter number 2. So they'll put the ball in just to our right, Eric. And Cabell Midland, their leading scorer, Ethan Blackburn, had a big first quarter. He had 10 of the team's 16 points.
And turnover on the first possession. And you're right, Ethan Blackburn really asserted himself. Came in averaging 17 and already more than halfway there.
Yep.
And this zone, it's really stymied Greenbrier East a little bit, but when they inserted Donovan Penn in, he's been able to penetrate, coming to the top of the key and really penetrate that.
Here's DeHaven shooting over the zone for 3. It doesn't go, and Blackburn will get the rebound for Cabell Midland. Blackburn trying to go coast to coast. They cut him off. And get the ball in the low post. Throw it back out. 3 ball in front of the rim, no good by Blackburn, and DeHaven comes out of the pack with it.
They got away with a double dribble.
Yes, and right of the lane, the bucket is good by Hamrick, and we're all even again.
Brady Hamrick has 6 for Greenbrier East, and they knotted up at 16.
Cabell Midland backs away into the lane. Might as well shoot it now, and they do and score. That's a nice play that time by Aiden Ray, the team's second leading scorer for Cabell Midland. Yeah, once he done back then as far as in, he was in no man's land.
Yes.
Might as well go ahead and shoot it.
Hey, he got in close, got it up, got 2.
Here's a 15-foot fall away. Is good by Gabe Patton. Yeah, you don't see too many of those from 15 feet, a little fall away like that.
Yeah, nice looking shot.
Here's a 3 ball in the near side corner, no good. Battle for the rebound. That 3 was put up that time by Jeffrey, who had just checked into the game. Jacob Jeffrey for Cabell Midland. Here's Penn with it. I like his game as he drives into the lane, puts up the shot. It doesn't go, but he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
Hey, Penn was a tad out of control there, but able, to force the shot up. And right here we see Patton with the nice fadeaway.
Yeah, that little fall away. But like I told you, Eric, when watching Penn the other night, and when he's been inserted to the lineup, he's instant offense, like you said, like the microwave, but in a different way, not just like Vinnie Johnson, who was really who they called the microwave back in the days of the Bad Boy Pistons because of his long-range shooting. Penn is a little bit more slashing to the basket, even though he can shoot the 3. I like his game, the way he goes off the dribble and gets to the rim.
And very strong with it. And they called that last foul on Sam Phillips for Cabell Midland.
So Penn missed the first one, and he makes the second one, and the Spartans have now regained the lead. Been a very entertaining game. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions, the 2024 New River CTC Invitational. Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. There's Ray, a nice drive, uses the window, and it goes. That's a nice play by Adrian Ray. Kind of a lost art, too, there, Eric, able to go up on a hard drive and then a little soft kiss off the glass.
Yes, and Ray, that's his 4th point of the quarter.
As Patton dialed up the 3, it doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. Shots blocked from behind. And here come the Cabell Midland Knights. Nice step, contact. What do we got? Offensive foul, and that'll go against Blackburn on the charge.
And look who took that charge. That's your guy, Donovan Penn, who's had nothing but a positive impact on this game as he's come off the bench.
So the Spartans will have the ball after that offensive foul by Cabell Midland. Greenbrier East with a chance to regain the lead. Cabell Midland led by 2 at the end of the quarter, and their lead is 1 now. So he's trying to find somebody free in that zone. And Penn turns it over.
Yes. They were all over that one.
Yep. He took off before he put it on the deck. So on the turnover, the ball goes back to Cabell Midland.
Yeah, just got a little quick before he put the dribble down, and easy call.
Around the horn they go. Now East in the zone.
In a little bit of a zone.
Here's a drive on the baseline. Good job by East to cut that drive off. 3 balls straight away. Good. A splash down. And hitting that shot is Jones.
Yeah, Nathan Jones. You know what he did? A good ball fake on the reversal and had it wide open from the key and drains it.
Yeah, like you said, great ball movement to find the open shooter. Greenbrier East looking for some of that same good ball movement.
And that's the thing with the zone, you have to move it. You get the players shifting a little bit and either find a dead spot to penetrate.
Like that, nice dish down, and the bucket is good. That's a nice play by Penn on the assist.
Yeah,
and able to catch it is Lambert for the bucket. We got a timeout.
Penn made me look good right there.
All right, timeout on the floor as we watch this last 3 ball by Cabell Midland. 4:06 for the half. 2-point lead for Cabell Midland. It's a 30-second break. We'll be right back on Video Productions. And we appreciate Bill O'Brien because, you know, Eric, Bill O'Brien out doing a little homework for us. We thank Bill O'Brien for that because you and I, Eric, we won't have much time to do homework for the next game, which is Huntington and Princeton. So we appreciate Bill O'Brien for helping us out. And Bill will be on the call with Brian Helton for the final game, game 28 of what's been a fantastic event, the New River Community and Technical College Invitational. In that final game, Eric, we might have saved the best for last, a middle school game between Mullins, as that shot is no good by Blackburn. He got his own shot, own rebound, and put it back up and in. That middle school game between Greater Beckley Christian and Mullins.
Yeah, I'll definitely, if I'm not here, have that tuned in because that's going to be a good one.
Here's Patton for three. Long rebound. Spartans have it. DeHaven whips it inside, and the ball's turned over. Here's Cabell Midland on the move. Nice hustle by DeHaven. After he turned it over, he made a nice recovery as he's not able to get the possession, but he spoils up.
I was going to say he hustled back and spoiled the layup right there as he was able to get back in transition.
So the Knights with the ball and up 4. Blackburn from the near corner doesn't get it to go. Hamrick comes out of there with it. DeHaven on the move. Nice pass. Patton up and in. Nice job.
Great ball fake by Gabe Patton. Made the defense fly past him for the easy 2.
Once again, Eric, little contact, and I like the fact that the referee didn't blow the whistle. Just play on.
And that it makes the games flow so much better because you probably could call a foul on every play.
There's Ray into the lane, tacks the rim, put it up and in, and he's fouled. Nice job by Aiden Ray.
And Aiden Ray picks up his 6th point of the quarter, 8th for the game, and has a chance to tack on the 3.
Nice job.
The and 1.
Yeah, and I like the way he did it off the dribble, attacked the basket, and got the hoop and a harm. So Ray will try to polish off a 3-point play. And once again, Eric, how many times have we said, look how many left-handed players we've seen this season.
Yeah, a bunch.
And the free throw's good. Biggest lead of the game right here at 5 for the Cabell Midland Knights. Here's a trap now by the Knights. Pass down low, Penn, head fake, puts the shot up, it won't go, and battled for the loose ball. Penn got it again, goes up in traffic and scores.
Nice strong move by Donovan Penn. Way to stay with it after getting his shot rejected. Was not deterred, got the next rebound and put it up and in.
Yeah, like I said, I really like his game. And there's a turnover. Good job by Greenbrier East. So checking back into the Spartan lineup will be McGraw. DeHaven will have a seat. We'll bring the ball over here to the near side, and Spartans will put it in play. There's a trap. Looks like we're going to try to trap the ball.
Oh, and that's dead man's corner right there. That's what happens when you get it into corner.
And Cabell Midland turns them over, and now they turn the ball back over for a minute, or do they? Timeout, Cabell Midland. Good hustle and a good play that time by Jones. So we'll take a timeout with them with 2:01 left in the half, a 3-point lead for Cabell Midland. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. And Eric, we've got a good game here. It's a 3-point advantage for Cabell Midland, and they'll have the ball out of the timeout. Of course, coming up at halftime, we'll recap the first half. We'll have the numbers for you. We got 2 more games that will follow this. Eric and I will have the next one. It'll be Princeton against Huntington, and then we'll bring the curtain down. Game 28. And game number 28, Bill O'Brien and Brian Helton will have it, and it'll be a middle school game between Mullins and Greater Beckley. Yeah. You know, Eric worked so many games with so many different people. What I was going to say, Greater Beckley won the very first game of this event on Tuesdays. There's a 3 put up as it graces the front of the rim. The Spartans get it. They have an opportunity to win the first game and the last game. What's a nice fake and a lay-in by Lambert.
Yeah, Lane Lambert, yeah. Greater Beckley can book in this tournament.
course, Mullins played on that Tuesday also a little later in the day, but a thrilling victory that you and I did, Mullins beating Independence. There's a drive in the lane, a lot of contact, offensive foul.
Yeah, easy call, and that's some good dirty work again by Donovan Penn. That's his second charge taken here in the second quarter as we look here on the Pepsi instant replay.
Yeah, easy play to call. Yeah, you got to, as the offensive player, you got to just pull up and shoot the little short shot right there.
And that was on Nathan Jones, and that's his second foul.
So here's Greenbrier East with an opportunity to regain the lead. They were down 5 just a minute ago. And they're working the ball around the horn here. McGraw spins into the lane, and the shot's up and in, and there's the lead for the Spartans. They've scored 6 in a row.
Each team has battled back, to regain the lead. And Greenbrier East answered the call that time.
The 1-2 punch for Cabell Midland's had a good first half. That would be Blackburn and Ray. Blackburn's got it now. And he'll spot up, 16-footer, looks good and is good. That's a heck of a shot. So back and forth we go, and Cabell Midland now back in front.
And Ethan Blackburn has 14 points in the first half.
Like I said, he's averaging 17 and closing in on that average almost here in the first half.
He doesn't force anything, Maris. Lets the offense come to him, and he's played a solid first half.
There's a three, a little too strong. That three put up by Hamrick. And here comes Cabell Midland. And if he was able to hit a three or get a three-point play, Blackburn, he would have his average here in the first half.
That's right.
And maybe we're trying to run a little ISO, come off a high ball screen, and Blackburn makes his move to the basket and then tries to dump it down low. The ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Cabell Midland.
Hey, good idea, Drew. Drew the defense, and the high ball screen turned into a roll for the screener, and Blackburn tried to find him, and it was deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, the guy you're talking about is Eli Thompson, a freshman, checking in the ball game. Final 6 seconds of the half. Here's a shot in the lane. It won't go, and that shot will not count, and that's the end of the first half. And it's been a good one. So at the break, it's a 1-point lead for Cabell Midland. It's Cabell Midland 30, Greenbrier East 29. We'll take a break, come back, we'll recap the first half, and we'll do it on the other end of the break right here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
West Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza, pizza.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
With Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry, and we got a 1-point lead at halftime for Cabell Midland. And Eric's been a really good, entertaining first half. Each team has had a little bit of a run, a little bit of their wave, and the other team bounced back. It was a 2-point Cabell Midland lead at the end of the quarter, 16-14. And Cabell Midland had a 5-point lead in that second quarter, only to have Greenbrier East come back and score 6 in a row and take a 1-point lead. And then Cabell Midland able to answer, and Cabell Midland with a 1-point lead right now at the break, 30-29.
Yeah, and as you stated, both teams, two evenly matched teams, and both teams are really going at it, not letting the other, get too much of an upper hand. And I look for this game to go right down to the wire.
All right, we're going to take another halftime break. When we come back, Eric will have team and individual totals for you, and we'll do that on the other side of the break. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2024 New River CTC Invitational here on Video Productions.
Number 1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
It's a 1-point Cabell Midland halftime lead at 30-29. And for the numbers of the first half, here's Eric.
Yeah, and we stated that both of these teams seemed evenly matched, going into this game. And, boy, the numbers reflected. First half shooting for Cabell Midland as a team, they were 13 of 26 from the field and 1 of 8 from 3. Greenbrier East on the flip side was 13 of 25 from the field and 0 for 6 from 3. Both teams, Cabell Midland protected the ball. They only turned the ball over 2 times to Greenbrier East 7. Greenbrier East out-rebounded Cabell Midland 15-9, on the boards. So the scoring goes as this. Greenbrier East spread the wealth, as you stated, during the commercial break. They had 6 people score. They have Lane Lambert leading the way with 6, Brady Hamrick with 6, Donovan Penn off the bench with 5, and 3 players with 4, and that would be Patton DeHaven, Reed McGraw, and Gabe Patton. On the flip side, the Cabell Midland's led by their 2 leading scorers. Both came in averaging double figures. Ethan Blackburn leads Cabell Midland on the year at 17 points per game, and at halftime he has 14 points at halftime, and Aiden Ray has 9 points, knocking on double figures door.
And Eric, what's so amazing that the way both teams shot it so well in the first half, that they shot so poorly from 3-point range. If you combine the shooting between Greenbrier East and Cabell in that first half, between the two, they were 26 of 51 from the floor, but they were just 1 of 14 from behind the arc. So they shot it well. They just didn't shoot it from distance well.
Yeah. So if you're the coach and you saw these stats, what would you tell them?
Quit shooting the 3 and just keep going inside.
Hey, stick with what we're good at right now. Some other day you may knock down a bunch of 3s, but right now you're inside that 3-point line for what's working.
And Eric, it might come down if somebody did get hot and maybe they make 3 or 4 threes in the second half. Yeah. That might be enough maybe to win the game.
Exactly, but the thing is, you don't want to force it. You just you want to take those easy shots And that's what both of these teams seem to be doing in the first half.
Yeah, those easy shots with nobody guarding you, right?
Yeah, correct.
All right, we're going to take one final break, come back and get you ready for the second half. It's a 1-point Cabell Midland lead, 30-29. We'll be right back after this here on Video Productions.
When you're repping the blue and gold, staying ready is key.
That's why we hit up Little General Stores, our go-to when the clock is ticking.
At LG, they're hustling to cover your daily needs, fueling you both on and off the court.
From the finest snacks to a team that's always ready to assist, Little General Stores is the ultimate stop.
You can rest easy knowing LG has all your essentials.
Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Find out more at lgstores.com.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
I heard every time you order Little Caesars during the Pizza pregame, you score a fun perk.
And I heard Justin Jefferson is the most handsome receiver of all time.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, I heard people say it.
Order pizza and Pepsi online on game day for a chance to win Super Bowl 58 tickets.
Pizza.
Hey, grab me one too.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
Ready to start the second half. It's a 1-point advantage for Cabell Midland. They led by 2, 16-14 at the end of the quarter. The lead's 1 now, 30-29, Eric, as we get ready to start the second half. And the fact that Donovan Penn played so well coming off the bench in that first half, Eric, he's going to be inserted to the starting lineup to start the second half of Greenbrier East.
And that's a lesson learned for all young players that are watching. And you stated it. It's not who starts, but who finishes the game. And when your number's called, Donovan Penn came in. Not only did he score, but he took 2 charges and had a couple of rebounds, and well-rounded first half for the young man.
So we're ready to go. Greenbrier East will put the ball in play to start the third quarter. Cabell Midland, the 1-point lead. Greenbrier East led by as many as 5 in the first half. And then a little run by Cabell Midland to get them, actually I beg your pardon, it was Cabell Midland led by as many as 5 in the first half as that shot doesn't go, but the putback is in, and the Spartans have regained the lead by Lane Lambert.
Good, strong rebound. Excuse me, Maris, by Lambert.
Yeah, but I was going to say, beg your pardon, Cabell Midland led by as many as 5. Greenbrier East went on a 6-0 run to take a 1-point lead. And then Cabell Midland scored there late to take the 1-point halftime lead. Greenbrier East scores now on the first possession to start the second half. Going right down the middle, put up the shot, doesn't go, and he's fouled. That's a good job that time by Patton, and Patton will get to the free throw line for the first time here this afternoon, this evening, and he'll shoot a pair.
Yeah, now we see on this Pepsi instant replay as Patton drove hard to the basket and was fouled by Sam Phillips.
So it'll be a couple free throws for Greenbrier East's leading scorer, Gabe Patton. He entered the game scoring 17 in a row, but he'd missed the last 2 due to injury, and he makes the first of 2 to give Greenbrier East a 2-point lead. Second free throw on its way and good. He got them both.
And they've inserted Penn in to slow down the leading scorer, Ethan Blackburn.
Yeah, and Eric, going back into the first half, Greenbrier East now currently on a 10-1 run. Here's a 3, and it's no good. Ball's loose. It's picked up by Ray. He couldn't get it to go. The tip is good on the third chance, and getting that tip is Gibson.
Thomas Gibson's able to get into the scoring column since early in the first quarter. And Cabell Midland once again pulls within 1.
There's Penn on the drive. Nice pass in. They throw it back to the corner for 3. Hits the back iron, no good. We got a whistle and a foul on the rebound.
And I think that's going to be whistled on Thomas Gibson on the push as he was trying to box out, got a little tangled up, and yep, that's who they're going to call that on.
Yeah, that was Hamrick that shot the 3. And then a foul, as you mentioned, Eric, on Cabell Midland on the rebound. Patton will put it in play. Here's Patton now off the penetration, puts up the shot, and it just grazes the front of the rim. Cabell Midland trying to get out in transition. Ray trying to muscle his way up. They cut him off. Blackburn will dial it up right down the chute.
And that hits his mark right down the chute, as you stated. That's Ethan Blackburn with his 17th point of the game as he puts Cabell Midland up 2.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. So 2 minutes into the third quarter, and there's a reach-in foul.
And that's going to be on Sam Phillips. And by my calculations, that will be his 3rd and the team's 3rd of the third quarter.
There's that shot right down the chute there by Blackburn on that last 3 ball by Cabell Midland.
Yes, the New River Technical College instant replay.
Here's it down low. Shot is blocked. That's a nice defensive play as Lambert had his shot blocked for Greenbrier East. Here's Lambert, or regular Blackburn in the front court for Cabell Midland. Here's Jones with it. He's trying to shake and bake. Tries to pass the ball inside. He does. The shot's up and in, and a foul.
Yeah, and that's going to be a nice finish right there by Thomas Gibson as he gets the 2 off a great pass on the interior. As we look at the Little Caesars Pizza instant replay, nice spin, the hoop and the harm.
So at the free throw line, Thomas Gibson, the junior, trying to polish off the 3-point play, and he does just that. So and for the second time in this game, Eric, it's a 5-point lead for Cabell Midland.
And that foul was whistled on Donovan Penn. That would be his 2nd.
So here's Cabell Midland's defense. Will they get the steal? They will not. The ball is knocked out of bounds in front of us, and it will stay with Greenbrier East.
Yeah, as the veteran official, Jay Rutledge, says white ball.
30-second timeout. We'll be right back in 30 seconds after this break on Video Productions.
State Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Mid-State Ford. Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Little Caesars stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.49, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time.
Pizza.
We welcome you back. And, Eric, this is the second 5-point lead by Cabell Midland. They led in the second quarter, 28-23. They now lead 38-33. So since it was 28-23, the teams have played even.
Yeah, and essentially back-to-back threes as for Cabell Midland. One the old-fashioned way and one via the long ball.
There's a drive to the basket by Penn and a finish.
And I think Penn should look to do that a lot more. He's been able to get into the paint anytime he wants to.
Yeah, and a steal by Penn. He's able to pick it up. Penn attacks the basket. He couldn't get it to go. But I'm with you, Eric. Even though I think he can make the 3, I think he's better off the drive.
Yeah, off the dribble. Missed a chippy right there.
You get the ball down low. There's a kick ball. Reset the clock. Only kidding, ladies and gentlemen. If there was a shot clock, as here's that last drive, courtesy of Little Caesars Pizza, the official pizza of the National Football League. By the way, the Steelers lead the Ravens 7-0, second quarter in Baltimore. If you keep up with football and watching us too.
Yeah, and I was checking that score in a driving rainstorm.
There's a 3, no good, but an offensive rebound by Ray. The putback is in.
And Ray is now in double figures with the follow-up, 11 points.
Yeah, he came in averaging 12. He's at 11. And Blackburn averaging 17, and that's where he's at right now.
So, hey, the players that need to do what they need to do are doing it.
Yeah, I say it all the time, Eric. When you're trying to win really any game, especially bigger games, your best players have got to be your best players.
They have to be.
DeHaven gets into the lane, puts up the short shot, and it's partially blocked, and he's fouled. And DeHaven will step up to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
And that's going to be on Thomas Gibson, his second. Team's fourth.
For the third time in the game, Eric, it's a 5-point lead for Cabell Midland, but DeHaven trying to cut into that lead as they'll shoot a pair here for Greenbrier East.
And he's 2 of 2 on the afternoon.
He makes the first one. Next Friday night, Greenbrier East will be at Shady. Video Productions will have that. Bill O'Brien and Brian Helton will have it. Pikeview will be at Shady on Tuesday. Eric, you and I will have 3 games next week. Tuesday we'll be at the gym at Beckley. It'll be a girls' game, Oak Hill and Beckley. Thursday and Saturday we'll be here at the Raleigh County Convention Center, as it'll be Princeton at Beckley on a Thursday and George Washington at Beckley on Saturday, next Saturday. And by the way, next Saturday's game will tip at 4 o'clock as DeHaven makes both shots.
So today prepared us for that 4 o'clock tip.
Yes. So, and I liked it too, as much basketball you and I have done this week. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, we got
spread
a day.
Out.
Yeah.
Need a day of rest in between.
Yes, we do. There's a 3-ball once again, right down the chute again by Blackburn.
And he's in double figures now with 20.
So right here's the biggest lead of the game at 6. Here's a 3-ball. Back at you, no good. That 3-ball just grazed the rim. That was by Dixon. He's been quiet here today.
He really has. Not, I think that's only his 3rd attempt. We don't keep that, but not a lot of looks.
It's a deep 3 for Blackburn, maybe a little too far out. He was feeling it.
He was feeling it. That was a heat check.
That was.
He said it might be cold outside, but I'm trying to heat up the Civic Center, the Convention Center.
That's right.
Excuse me.
I was thinking the same thing. He's trying to warm up the building, isn't he?
The building.
Yeah. that time, just a little too deep.
Too deep.
DeHaven with it. Over to Penn. Penn will drive. Nice pass back to DeHaven. That's one Penn probably should have shot. And the ball's kicked.
Yeah, you're right. A little too unselfish right there. He had a layup, a driving layup, or a little pull-up, And if DeHaven was even able to get that, it would have been tough amongst those trees to get that shot off.
So the Spartans will put the ball in bounds. They do so. Here's Penn. Around the horn they go. Hamrick on a nice drive into the lane. Little scoop shot. It won't go. And he fights back. And we got a whistle. And what do we got? We got a foul. And it's going to be a Cabell Midland foul, I do believe. And it will be. And Cabell Midland's over the limit.
Who was that foul on?
The foul is going to be on Blackburn. His second.
His second, team's 5th.
Yep. So with 2:40 left in the third, Cabell Midland over the limit. And that was a hustle play by Hamrick. And he'll get to the line and shoot 2. And the first one is no good. It's one thing, you obviously want to make anytime you get to the line, but especially when you're behind, you get to the line, you have an opportunity to cut into the lead with the clock stop, and he missed them both.
Wow.
Here's Jones with it for Cabell Midland in the front court.
I'm going to write that down. Who missed that 2 for?
That 2 was missed by Hamrick, and there's a timeout on the floor. 2.5 to go for the third, and we got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. It's 43-37. Coming up in the next game, Eric, you and I will have Huntington against Princeton, and then the nightcap tonight, Bill O'Brien and Brian Helton, the 8 o'clock game, the final game, game 28 of this 2024 New River CTC Invitational, will be a middle school game between Mullins and Greater Beckley. And I'll tell you, Eric, this has been a fabulous event, and it seems like it just grows. It gets better and better. This is the 6th year for this event, and hats off to Mike Green and his entire staff at New River CTC.
Yeah, they've really figured it out, Mayor. It's not only, are the teams taken care of that come here with the little cash for their pockets, but the hospitality room is always full, of food and subs and chips and stuff
beverages,
to eat, and beverages, good old Pepsi, Zeros, and anything you need up there. And that's all the young people want, man. They want to come play, but they've been treated top-notch here.
Right. Out of the timeout, it'll be Cabell Midland's ball. And so like I said, the staff the people's what makes anything, Eric. And, we feel that way about our staff at Video Production, same way with New River Community and Technical College, the staff. That's what makes it happen. So out of the timeout, it'll be Cabell Midland's ball. It's a high ball screen and a roll to the basket and not the finish and a foul. And I'm not sure if that was on the rebound or on the shot. That was a late whistle.
I think they just called it out of bounds to Cabell Midland.
You are right. That was Hughes that was into the game. And now here's Hamrick with a steal. Hamrick going coast to coast. There's a foul. It won't go. But Hamrick will get to the line, and he will shoot a pair. That's a good steal and a good play.
And a good way to hustle for Aiden Ray as we look at the New River instant replay, Maris, because the way Hamrick shot those last two, he went 0 for 2, not to give up the easy deuce and make him earn it at the free throw line.
So Hamrick will now be at the line. As Eric told you, he missed his last two opportunities, and he misses that one. So now it's a pretty good foul, and it'll be a darn good foul if he misses this one.
Exactly right. And the coaching staff will go, that's how you make them earn it.
Yeah, you never want to give up an easy layup. And he missed them both again. So he's 0 for his last 4. And here is Blackburn in the backcourt for Cabell Midland.
And tremendous defense by Penn and good offense dribbling it up as he's trying to slow Blackburn down.
And they turn it over. Cabell Midland. Patton in the open court. It's too hard. The putback is good. Nice follow that time by Dixon on the putback. And I'm not sure what we got. Maybe a delay of game warning perhaps.
Delay of game, yeah. And that was whistled on, of course, Greenbrier East. And that was
right
on,
here. It's on
Meade McGraw.
Yeah,
Reed
because
McGraw.
Here's the thing. The first time's a warning. Next time's technical foul.
Correct.
That's the old play school, playground.
Everybody
school.
used to do that when you take
it
out, throw it away.
We knock it away so you can't get a fast break going.
A little slow that transition down.
Of course, the first time you got a warning, second time you got punched in the mouth. And they're not that drastic here. It'll be a technical. You won't get punched in the mouth. And there's a timeout on the floor. Maybe we need a break here with 1:29 left in the third. Been a good game. It's a 4-point lead for Cabell Midland. This is a full timeout. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
Virginia's #1 hit music station. West Virginia's longest running morning show. Hit music 24/7. One station, all the hits. 103 CIR is WCIR FM, Beckley. 103CIR.com.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. And this has been a fun game, Eric, just a 4-point game. And even though it kind of sensed like maybe Cabell Midland has the momentum, you can just feel that a couple of, good stops and a couple of buckets for Greenbrier East, and they're right there. Off-balance shot by Blackburn doesn't go, and here's Penn with it for the Spartans.
And you're spot on with your analysis right there because Greenbrier East has probably shot more shots in this quarter. They've missed 4 free throws and 2 layups.
So Greenbrier East down 4 with an opportunity to cut into the lead. There's a drive and left-hand layup, good, and a foul. Nice job by Dixon, as that was a great play. Dixon able to get the pass, attack the basket as we watch the Little Caesars replay. Look at that, right with the left hand, the hoop and the arm.
Yeah, nice strong finish by Dixon as he was fouled by Evan Hughes for Cabell Midland.
So Dixon trying to polish off a 3-point play and trying to cut the lead to 1.
And Midland's definitely over the limit, as you stated, for the rest of the quarter.
Free throw is good, and it's a 1-point game.
This is setting up to be a great fourth quarter in this game.
Blackburn's led the way for Cabell Midland with 17 points.
20
20, I beg your pardon.
2 threes in this quarter.
Yeah, and there's a drive trying to get his 22nd and 23rd, and he may maybe get the three-point play the old-fashioned way. That's a great take. He heard me. He says, I'll show you that I got more than 17.
That's right, and a strong move right here, baseline, as he goes baseline, and Penn had him. The help defense maybe got the foul. Maybe they did. No, they called that on Penn.
Yeah.
And that will be his third.
And he might be coming out of the game as DeHaven's up at the table. Blackburn at the free throw line trying to polish off the three-point play, and he does just that. And Penn will come out of the game with his third foul. And that was a big play, trying to get a little bit of the momentum back. Cabell Midland, Blackburn able to finish and won.
Great, and that's what you said. Big players in big games have to step up, and Blackburn sensed the momentum going the other way, and he was able to take over that offensive possession.
Hambrick on the drive, tacks the basket, flips it up, too strong, doesn't go. Cabell Midland has it. And Blackburn's going to take his time just trying to get the ball across the midcourt stripe.
Tough quarter for Brady Hambrick. Missed a couple layups and 4 free throws.
There's a little floater right of the lane. It won't go for Blackburn. They battle for the rebound. The putback doesn't go. That putback was by Gibson, and they battle for the loose ball, and Cabell Midland comes out of there with it.
Great hustle by Cabell Midland. Blackburn's open on the wing. He missed him.
That shot is short. They battle for the rebound. Cabell Midland again. That's rejected. Patton with the block.
Big defensive stand right there.
Last shot time. Patton. 3 ball by DeHaven. Count if it goes, it won't go, and that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's a 4-point lead for Cabell Midland, 46-42. It ought to be a great fourth quarter, and we'll have it here on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care. She always had your back. Like the time she spotted the neighbor kid, an approaching car, a puddle, and knew there was going to be a situation.
That's my best friend. She don't need no lift driver, don't car.
Miss Hogan's class? Yeah, it's Atlantis. Nice. I don't think they had camels in Atlantis.
Really? Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank.
We're headed to the fourth quarter, what's been a very entertaining game. It's a 4-point Cabell Midland lead, and Eric Cabell Midland led by 2 at the end of the first quarter. They led by 1 at the break. The lead is 4 now as we're ready to start quarter number 4.
Yeah, but I'm going to go back to that last possession, and Greenbrier East, stood tall as Cabell Midland had 3 chances to extend the lead, and I think that was a good defensive possession to keep hope alive for Greenbrier East.
So Cabell Midland will have the first possession to start the fourth quarter. They have the ball and up 4. Cabell Midland 3-4, Greenbrier East 3-5. And Eric, a game like this, whoever as Greenbrier East turns them over on the first possession, McGraw ahead of the pack, he'll lay it up and in. And Eric, what I was going to say, when both teams are under 500, and it's a tight, close game the way this one is, the winner of this game, this might be something that might push them ahead, to better things.
Yeah, the old springboard victory. Springboard you into your next game feeling good, and as Greenbrier East almost forces another turnover.
So Lane Lambert back into the Greenbrier East lineup. Biggest lead of the game has been 6 for Cabell Midland. There's a baseline drive, get the ball down low, and off the glass up and in, Blackburn. Man, he's been a scoring machine here this evening.
25 on the day.
Of the team's 48. A little more, even I can do that math, a little more than half. Actually, 1 more than half, correct?
Correct.
And I didn't have to even use my toes for that math. Ball's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spartans.
Big possession here.
Very big. We're just 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Patton spins, attacks the basket, laid up and in. That's a nice move. Little spin move, a little soft touch off the window for the bucket. There's the old backdoor play and a great defensive play by DeHaven. Here's a three. Front of the rim, no good. That three was put up by Phillips. And here's McGraw, shoots for the tie, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Greenbrier East.
Did they call that a?
They called it just out of bounds.
Just out of bounds?
Yeah, no foul.
Yep. And that was a good strip by Cabell Midland's Sam Phillips in transition to deny the layup.
Around the horn they go. Spartans can they can tie it with the two or take the lead with the three. Here's Patton for the lead. Back iron doesn't go. Battle for the rebound. DeHaven, one of the smallest guys on the court, come out of there with it. And the held ball will keep it with Greenbrier East.
You see both teams playing with a little more urgency right now. And if you're Greenbrier East, you would definitely want to tie this. You just don't want to keep them. You don't want to keep playing from behind.
And there's a foul as McGraw tried to split the defenders.
And I think Sam Phillips picks up his fourth here.
That'll be the first foul of the fourth quarter.
No, they called that on Aiden Ray.
So that, like I said, that's the first foul of the fourth quarter.
His second and first foul.
So Greenbrier East will inbound again on the baseline. Patton looks. Patton will back it back out. And they get the ball down low to DeHaven. He's among the tall timber. There's a shot in the lane by McGraw. Doesn't go, and Blackburn will clear the rebound for Cabell Midland. There's a shot put up. Doesn't go. Good defense by Greenbrier East and a foul on Cabell Midland on the rebound. And I think that time Jones, was a little out of control.
A little out of control right there. And then they pick up the foul.
So that'll be the second foul in the quarter, second team foul for the quarter. And, Eric, in a tight game, that's big when you talk about when teams, because, on the fifth foul, it's two shots.
Yeah, and that's the third on Nathan Jones. Nobody in serious foul trouble for either team.
So Greenbrier East still here with a chance to tie or perhaps regain the lead if they hit a three. And we got a foul away from the ball. That's on Cabell Midland. That's going to be the third team foul with 5:27 left here in the fourth quarter and a 2-point lead.
That's going to be on Thomas Gibson, the third foul and the third team foul. So not questioning any coach, but at the 5-minute mark, if I was Greenbrier East, I would have inserted Donovan Penn in as fast as I could because he helped drive, be aggressive on offense and really helps you on defense.
Yeah,
as well.
Not only is it the third team foul, but the fourth foul on Cabell Midland's Gibson. And there's a shot in close is good by Patton to tie the game. And now we got a foul on the inbounds play. That foul will go against Greenbrier East. So that's the first team foul that East has committed.
Yeah, and that one was on Reed McGraw. Team's first, as you stated, his second.
They'll call that on Hamrick. Right? No, you're right, McGraw. You are correct. My bad. Well, it's been a long week. And there's so many
you
numbers.
have it inverted.
Yes, you are correct.
It's okay, partner.
I should know better to question you. I know you had it. Eric, I told Eric he might have to drag me across the finish line for this game and the next one.
Okay.
But, Eric, it's a labor of love. It's something that we both enjoy. Here's Ray, shoots for the lead, and he got it.
The bank is open. What'd you say, 24-hour banking
24-hour banking, baby. Cabell Midland regains the lead. And I think that's important if you're Cabell Midland that you don't surrender the lead. You might be tied, but they've really maintained the lead for the longest time. There's a baseline drive, nice feed, great shot with the left hand. That time by Hamrick.
Brady Hamrick needed that bucket. His last four, shots on goal, 2 layups and 4 free throws.
Hey, Eric, on the playground, you played to 50, win by 4. And Hamrick hits a three ball.
Deep.
I beg you, not Hamrick, but Blackburn, rather, right down the chute.
Third three of the second half.
So once again, as I mentioned, Cabell Midland, East has tied it, but they've not given up the lead. In fact, Eric, the last lead for Greenbrier East was 33-32 back in the third quarter. Here's a three for the tie is good by Patton as he goes right down the chute.
And Ethan Blackburn is sitting on 28 points. So he's
It's raining threes as Ray drains a three from the corner.
Big shot after big shot in this quarter. This is exactly what we expected out of this game.
Look at there, 3 straight threes. Patton on the drive and a finish. Back and forth we go. Like a heavyweight fight. Coming up on 3.5 here in the fourth quarter. There's Jones down the lane, puts up a wild-looking shot. It won't go. And Greenbrier East with the chance to grab the first lead since it was 33-32. And there's DeHaven drawing a foul, and the Spartans have a chance to get that lead at the free throw line.
And that will be Sam Phillips' fourth and the team's fourth of the quarter. As Peyton DeHaven, who is a cool 4-4 from the free throw line, steps up with a chance to tie and take the lead.
So DeHaven, first free throw on its way. Good, and now we are even. Like I said, Greenbrier East had led since they led 33-32, and that was like early in the third quarter. And here's a chance for the lead. And they have it. So there's a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 3:20 for the game. A 1-point Spartan lead, 57-56. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
1-2.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
We welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, and it's crunch time, Eric. 3:20 left here in regulation, and Greenbrier East has its first lead since early in the third quarter. Spartans lead by 1, and the last time Greenbrier East led was by 1, 33-32. Like I said, very early in the third, and now out of the timeout will be Cabell Midland's ball.
It looks like Greenbrier East called a timeout to set up the full court pressure, which almost induced a turnover here. Going to turn up the heat on defense a little bit.
So we still think, we believe we will have, Eric, a lot of twists and turns still remaining in this game with 3:19 left. And Greenbrier East gets a steal. Hamrick down low, puts it up and in. Greenbrier East now with a 3-point lead and got a whistle and a foul. Now the foul situation, team-wise, Cabell Midland has committed 4, so on the next Cabell Midland foul, East will be shooting. That was only the second Greenbrier East team foul.
Yeah, and the first on Brady Hamrick, and I like this. If you're a turnover.
An offensive foul. They cleared out trying to catch the pass.
Yeah, push off. As on our Little Caesars instant replay here.
Yep. And right there's the clear out.
Yes.
Yeah, clear out.
Great call on that.
And even
that was
though
on Nathan Jones, and that's his 4th.
Even though that's the 15th foul, on a foul like that, you don't shoot.
Yeah, as a player control as far as.
Yeah, so East will have possession and up 3 with 3:13 left here in the fourth quarter.
Now the tide has turned so quickly now in Cabell Midland. It's hard to play defense with 5 fouls, and they get 2 free throws on the next foul. So if you're Greenbrier East, you can run clock here.
Right, you can
You're
spread
up
them
3,
out.
spread them out, and
Right.
run clock and try to make free throws and ice this game.
And that looks like exactly what Greenbrier East looks like they're going to do. They're trying to spread them out. They got a lot of cutters.
Yes, I mean, unless you get a layup like that.
Like that, and that's why you spread them out so you have room to penetrate and get to the rim. And
Boy.
Patton able to get to the rim and lay it in.
And Gabe Patton only had 4 points at halftime, but their leading scorer has come up big.
And there's a travel.
They called a travel in this second half.
So that's a
13
turnover.
points for Gabe Patton in the second half.
Wow. And that's Blackburn who turned it over.
And we see it right here on the instant replay. Yeah, he took that extra step out of the spin.
And like you said, Eric, it's hard to be, when you're behind, you can't be too aggressive because you still got 2:34 left in the game. And it's a 5-point game. And every foul, if you're Cabell Midland here, will put Greenbrier East to the line. They trapped McGraw in the backcourt. Patton had it, and he lost control of it. DeHaven with the pass, and there's contact, no foul. McGraw into the lane. Shot is rejected. Not so sure that's the shot Greenbrier East wanted.
You didn't even need to take a shot. Maybe dribble through right there and reset. But you need to go quick offensively right here if you're Cabell Midland.
Yeah, you're right. Greenbrier East, you penetrate in the lane, nothing's there. You can just bring it back out.
And with all due respect to DeHaven that's guarding Blackburn, you need to take advantage of that switch.
Here's a 3-long rebound. That was Blackburn to put up that 3. And here's ahead of the pack, and he lost the ball. And that young man is Lambert going in for a layup. He loses the ball. Back the other way is Cabell Midland. And Ray has it stripped. Nice defensive play that time by Hamrick. And now a Cabell Midland foul, and Patton will get to the free throw line to shoot a pair for Greenbrier East.
And that'll be Nathan Jones' 5th foul as he checks out via the foul out.
So it'll be free throw time as Penn will now check into the game. And I think you want Penn. He's a good ball handler, a good slasher to the basket.
Strong with the basketball.
Yeah, you've got to be able to protect the lead. And a 5-point lead for the Spartans. And really, Greenbrier East had been behind for the biggest majority of this game, and they made a nice little run. They were trailing by 4 when we entered the quarter. And the free throw by Patton is good. And, of course, having your leading scorer back in the lineup, that does a lot, not just for the overall play by having your leading scorer back, but for the psychic of your team.
It changes a lot of things as Patton doesn't get the roll in the second one.
So he makes 1 of 2. And if you're Greenbrier East, you can be a little aggressive. You've only committed 2 fouls. You got 2 to give with a minute and a half remaining in the game.
Yeah, 2-possession game right now, but you need a turnover and a quick score, or a quick score and then a turnover in that order.
Yeah, if you're Cabell Midland.
Yes.
So that's one thing. This is a big possession. Can Cabell Midland get the bucket? There's a drive to the basket. The short shot doesn't go, and Patton comes out of the rebound.
And got a run out for
Penn ahead of everybody, lays it up and in. That's a big play, and Greenbrier East with its biggest lead of the game. Up 8, coming up on the final minute. And that's what you didn't want to do is foul in the act of shooting, and that'll be Phillips getting to the free throw line.
And DeHaven, a senior, would love to have that back because that was going to be a tough angle, to make that shot. And that's only the 3rd team foul for Greenbrier East, and Sam Phillips will step to the line, and he's 2 of 2. His only points have come from the free throw line.
And he makes the first one. And, he shot that one with a lot of confidence. Now, East might be going, they made a change as they brought in McGraw. They sit down Penn. Second free throw. Ned hardly moved as he made them both. So now at a minute 8, you got to try to get a steal for Cabell Midland. If not, you got to foul. And they get the ball into Hamrick. He's double teamed. The ball's loose. They got the steal and a Greenbrier East foul, and that will be the 4th team foul. So Cabell Midland, they got the steal with 1:01 left here in the 4th quarter, and it'll be Cabell Midland side out as Penn will check back into the game for the Spartans. And Phillips also back into the game for Cabell Midland. Also, Jacob Jeffries in the game for the Cabell Midland Knights. Here's Blackburn with it. We're under a minute for the game. There's a 3 ball by Ray. It doesn't go. Battle for the loose ball. Hamrick comes out of there with it, and he throws it away. Ray tacks the basket, and he gets the foul and the hoop. What you didn't want to do if you were Greenbrier East.
That's going to be on Hamrick as he does go straight up here but you don't even want to make an attempt. Just give them the layup. And this is a big free throw here. As you see, Hamrick does go vertical, but made some body contact, and Ray is able to get the 2. Let's see if he can complete the 3-point play.
Trying to make it a one-possession game with 40.3 remaining here in regulation. Greenbrier is trying to hold off Cabell Midland. And that's funny, I'm able to say that, Eric, because Cabell Midland led for about 75-80% of the game.
Yeah, and it seemed like they had it, in control at the end of the third, early in the fourth. Oh, big miss.
Yeah, big miss. And now you got a foul. And Patton with it. Hamrick headed to Haven. You don't want to shoot Greenbrier. You just want to run clock. That was a dangerous pass.
Double dribble. They missed it.
I don't know why he shot it. No idea why McGraw would shoot it.
Now you don't even need a 3, just a quick 2.
Right.
And he's smart.
Blackburn knows that. He lays it in and a timeout.
That's smart basketball right there. You don't need a 3, and you don't need a shot.
We'll keep it here, but I'll tell you, that was an ill-advised shot.
Yeah, and Coach Patton, he knows that you have to have some basketball IQ there. Just dribble through, reset.
In fact, McGraw went through the lane about 2 minutes to go. We said he shouldn't have shot. He got his shot blocked, and then that shot, you didn't need it. Now with 14.4, A, you got to get the ball in, and 2, you got to make both free throws. Yes.
And based on my, what I have written down here, and they probably have the same thing. You're going to try, if you can't get the steal, you're not letting Gabe Patton or DeHaven get the ball. Try to force it. I don't know if Hamrick's taking it out, but right now he's 0 for 4 from the free throw line.
Right.
So,
of course, Princeton and Huntington, they're chopping at the bits. They're at the end of the court there as they got next.
Speaking of Princeton and Huntington, though, if this was a football matchup, this is going to be a good basketball matchup, but that would have been a well of a football game this year, right?
Yeah, and of course, Princeton was runner-up in Class AAA.
Princeton runner-up in AAA, and the team, Martins, that beat Princeton went on the road to Huntington to knock them out, who was number 1 at the time.
Yep.
So,
this tournament's been like what the barber says. Who's up next?
Next.
And that'll be Huntington and Princeton. Eric and I will have that for you. But first, we got to get the conclusion of this game. 14.4 left here in regulation. East with the ball and up 2. And Patton will put it in play. They got Penn back in the ball game. He's going deep, and they don't see him. And they get the ball to DeHaven, and he'll draw the foul. So Penn took off like a wide receiver, hoping that Patton could see him and throw the touchdown pass. And speaking of football, the Steelers and the Ravens are all tied at 7 and closing in on halftime in a rainstorm in Baltimore. So big free throws here for Peyton DeHaven, 5'9" senior. And really, you can't check in. I didn't think you'd let him check in until after the first free throw. And they won't let him check in, I don't believe. No, he can't. You got to wait till they take the first one. So here's DeHaven to shoot 2. And the first free throw is good.
And they got the ball into the right person's hands as DeHaven is 7 of 7 from the free throw line this evening.
And now trying to make it a 2-possession game. Free throw on its way. Got him. You got them both. Cabell Midland's got to go quick. The final 10 seconds of the game. Down 4. And what you didn't, no, you didn't want to do that because you're over the limit with 8.1.
Did not want to do that. You wanted to play tough defense. Just another basketball IQ, mental mistake. You want to make them work to get it up court, but you didn't want to foul them and give them a free throw because two things can happen here. He can make the first one, and then on the miss, they secure the rebound and hit a 3 to tie the game.
Or get an and one the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I mean.
Or he make them both and they get a steal. A lot of things can still happen.
3 things that could really happen. That's why you don't want to foul.
And the free throw is no good. As good as Ethan Blackburn has played, and he has been really Mr. Everything for Cabell Midland, and he misses that. And also, Ray has played really well, and he missed the free throw the last time.
And sitting on 29 points is Ethan Blackburn. He'd love to have that one back.
So he shoots for point number 30, and let's see if he gets it. And he does not. And that's 2 big misses, and the ball's out of bounds, but Cabell Midland will keep it. Boy, that'll drive a coach crazy.
And just think about the ramifications if he'd have made that first one and then they secured the ball when that miss. That would have made that foul by Penn really, really a bad foul.
So Penn will check in. He's in for defensive purposes. Cabell Midland with 7.2 has got to go quick. They don't really need a 3. They can get a quick 2. But they got to get somebody open. And they do, right to the basket. An easy lay-in and a timeout. That was a real defensive breakdown as Hughes able to catch, shoot, and score to cut this to a 2-point game. And we'll keep it right here with 5.6 remaining here in regulation. Greenbrier East leads 66-64. And, Eric, I tell you, this last turn of events, like you said, that was a bad foul. Now, if you're Greenbrier East, you've got to get the ball in.
And make both free throws.
And you got to make both of them. But you got to be strong with the ball. One, you got to make sure that you can get it in. So they can run the baseline. That is one thing that Greenbrier East can do. It was a 2-point lead for Cabell Midland, 16-14 at the end of the quarter. A 1-point lead, 30-29 for Cabell Midland at the break. A 4-point lead, 46-42. And like I said, virtually Cabell Midland has led 75-80% of the game until about midway of this fourth quarter when East got a little surge there, and Greenbrier East has led by as many as 8. Now the lead's 2 with 5.6 left here in the fourth quarter.
And the East did it. Hats out to them. They did it, Maris, the old-fashioned way. They grinded back with some defense and big-time makes. Had a couple mental errors here in this last 30 seconds, but let's see if they're able to hold on for this victory.
Well, the one thing, they got to get the ball in, and 2, if they do get in, like you said, Eric, they've got to make both free throws. So it'll be Patton to put it in play. And if you're East, you want to give the ball to DeHaven. He's been outstanding at the line. He's been perfect from the line tonight. And that's who they're trying to get it to, and they do. And they're not maybe be able to catch up with him, and they finally do. And that's a great play to get him free with 3.1.
Yeah, Sam Phillips just fouled out of the game but had to make the foul. And this is the man you want at the free throw line.
Yeah, with 3.1.
DeHaven.
Yeah, excuse me, Eric. With 3.1, obviously if he makes them both, that'll be the game. There's nothing.
Yeah, don't
Cabell
even play
Midland can
defense.
do. Yeah, yeah.
Don't even play defense. I'm like, make these 2 and let them shoot.
And I wouldn't even put anybody there even on the line right now. And this is what you and I had talked about in the scrimmage. And then Coach Rick Green said, the situation will dictate when they put guys on the free throw line and when they don't. And right here you think you wouldn't have to. As the first free throw is good, and this next one can seal the deal for the Spartans. DeHaven has been money at the line. And he got them both, and that'll do it. Greenbrier East is going to win this game. They fought back. That shot will count if it goes. It doesn't matter. It doesn't go. And Greenbrier East rallied in the fourth quarter, and they defeat Cabell Midland 68-64. Greenbrier East is now 4-5 on the season. Cabell Midland is now 3-5. We'll take a break, come back, recap, and we'll do it next coming up on Video Productions.
Ready to steer your career in a new direction? Look no further than New River Community and Technical College. With brand new simulators and virtual reality equipment, New River CTC's commercial driver's license program provides on-the-road experience before ever getting behind the wheel. You can become road ready by earning your CDL in just 6 weeks, along with a 180-hour certificate. Whatever your dream, New River CTC's CDL program puts you on the route to success. Don't wait. Apply now.
Let them ask you how you make this hard, dirty, wet, freezing, sweltering, exhilarating job look so easy. While they're wondering, you'll be doing. Because you can. Because it's there to be done. Because you have the will and the way. We are Bobcat.
Well, one of many good games has just concluded, and that was an outstanding game as Greenbrier East was able to rally and beat Cabell Midland 68-64 with the win. Greenbrier East will now be 4-5 on the year. Cabell Midland will fall to 3-5. And Cabell Midland led for virtually 3 quarters. They led 16-14 at the end of one, 30-29 at the break, in which they had a 5-point lead in the second quarter. They had a 5-point lead on a couple of different occasions in the third, and they led 46-42 at the end of 3. And then Greenbrier East got hot, and Greenbrier East went out to an 8-point lead. The lead got cut to 2, and Greenbrier East able to prevail by 4, 68-64. We'll take another break. We'll come back. When we come back, Eric, we'll take you inside the numbers of this thrilling Greenbrier East victory, and we'll do it on the other side of the break here on Video Productions.
I heard every time you order Little Caesars during the Pizza pregame, you score a fun perk.
And I heard Justin Jefferson is the most handsome receiver of all time.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read on the internet.
No, I heard people say it.
Order pizza and Pepsi online on game day for a chance to win Super Bowl 58 tickets.
Pizza.
Take me home, country road.
105.9 WTNJ.
Greenbrier East has defeated Cabell Midland 68-64, and we're going to go inside the numbers of this Greenbrier East win. And for that, here's Eric Thomas.
Yeah, the number that we need to know in that final quarter, Greenbrier East was able to outscore Cabell Midland 26-16, Mariners. And the story of the night for Greenbrier East was a lot of balance. They had 7 people score, and they had 3 people in double figures, led by Gabe Patton with 18, Peyton DeHaven with 12, and he was 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Brady Hamrick with 10, Donovan Penn with 9 points, and chipping in 5 and 6 apiece, 5 for Nathan Dixon and 6 for Reed McGraw. And Cabell Midland was led tonight by their leading scorer, Ethan Blackburn. Came in the contest averaging 17 and left with a cool 30 points. He had 30. And their second leading scorer, Dylan Hargraves had, Aiden Ray had 18 points to round it out. And the key stat and the game-winning stat was Greenbrier East was able to go 15 of 21 from the charity stripe.
And that was big, and now we have to name our Dr. Tabbitt player of the game, and Eric, you have that.
Yeah, and that will be Gabe Patton as the Dr. Tabbitt's player of the game for Greenbrier East. The leading scorer had set out 2 games, was able to come back and really assert himself in that third and fourth quarter as he hit big shot after big shot, as you see the 3 right there in the fourth quarter to give him the lead, to give Greenbrier East the lead for good. And Gabe Patton is the Dr. Tabbitt's player of the game.
Well, Eric, that's 26 down and 2 more to go, and we will wrap this up and put a bow on this game. The final score, Greenbrier East beats Cabell Midland 68-64. We'll talk to you in about 5 minutes as Eric and I will have to do a little homework, get you ready for 3-3 Huntington against 4-4 Princeton. So for the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, for Andrew Boland, and for Jackie Moon on camera, for Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. Final score, Greenbrier East a 68-64 winner over Cabell Midland. And we'll take a break. Up next will be 4-4 Princeton against 3-3 Huntington. We're streaming live.